It too was a language school, mainly for students from Asia. It's thought about 50 of those may have died. Japan has sent more than 60 urban rescue specialists to help in Christchurch, other teams flying in from all over the world, making up an overall team of around 1,000. Some working on top of the PGC office block. It was one of Christchurch's biggest. Survivors have been pulled from here, but not recently. New Zealand's Prime Minister warning that, once complete, the list of the dead will be long.
On the best advice that we have, it would appear as if there have been fatalities from, a number of countries around the world, but being absolutely sure that that is the case, and again, how many people that are registered as missing truly are actually trapped in this earthquake is a different issue. So, look, my guess is as at the end of today and by the end of tomorrow, we'll be in a much stronger position to give you firmer numbers of how many people are like to have lost their lives.
Authorities are now starting to release names of the dead, a difficult task. Such are the injuries on the bodies, identification is by distinguishing marks or dental records. This earthquake hit Christchurch city centre directly. Those buildings closest to the CBD, the worst affected, and this cathedral at the heart of this city in every sense, devastated. Andrew Thomas, AlJazeera, Christchurch.
Updating our top story for you, the situation in Libya. And these latest pictures we've received, exclusive to Al Jazeera, showing battles in the streets of Zawiya, a town 50 kilometres west of Tripoli, and the town to which the Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi says he will be going to make a television address. On the other side, anti-government protesters. And as we look at these pictures, it is in the west of the country, don't forget. Most of the fighting that we'd heard of before had been in the east of the country, which many people say is now in the hands of the protesters. So this is Zawiya. We're going to talk to Ali, who's there for us. Now, we're seeing pictures, Ali, good to have you on the programme, of fighting, and we're hearing gunshots. What do you know about what's going on there? Ali, this is Al Jazeera here. I hope you can hear me. We understand that you're in Zawiya, and we've got these pictures of fighting there. Can you tell us what is going on?
I will give you the full picture what happened today. First of all, we were standing in the Martyr Square in the middle of the city of the Zawiya as we're standing for about 10 days. So this morning, about 4 o'clock this morning, there was about 35 military cars which crowded by the soldiers, about 10 soldiers on every car. About 6 o'clock, they opened the fire on the unarmed naked hand people, and they continued shooting about 5 hours non-stop. They used heavy guns, machines, that one which used to fight the tanks and airplanes. The people were there fighting with very small guns, like hunting guns and handguns. Then didn't stop. We asked them to stop all their fires, but they didn't reply. The shooting was direct to the people. They shot the people in the head and in the chest. Direct. So they were trying to kill the people, not terrifying them. After that, they stopped the fighting for about 15 minutes, and they take around the city. Then they back again. They want the people go back to the square to execute them totally. The people were killed. About more than 100 men were shooting today and killed. And there in the Zawiya hospital, which is a small hospital, there's about 400 people who were injured. Some of them very serious injured.
Did you see this happen with your own eyes?
Beg your pardon, say that again.
Did you actually see this happen, or have you just been told about it?
Yeah. I am standing here in the square about 10 days today, and that shooting was up in my head. I was in the same place.
And you saw, you say, maybe 100 people shot and killed?
Yeah, more than 100 people. There's about 300 people who shot it. About 100 of them are died now. We now burying them in the same square, and the graves are very sad. Because I can't send you the pictures because there's no connection in here. So I have video records for the situation and for the people who were died.
Well, as soon as you can, disturbing as it might be, I think it would be important for us to get that, Ali. Thank you very much for getting that onto us. But right now, what is the situation there after the events that you've just described?
We are still burying the people at the place. The military has get back about 10 kilometers outside the Zawiya borders, and they are still standing. I think they are planning to attack us again this night.
Did you understand that the Colonel Gaddafi was coming to Zawiya to make a television address? Did you hear that?
No, I have no idea about this. But the people here didn't ask for anything. They just asked for the constitution and for the freedom and for the democracy life here in the city. They didn't plan to kill anyone.
If you are expecting the troops to come back tonight, will you stay in the square?
Yeah, I will stay in the square. I'll never leave. I will stay or I'll die. My people, my brothers, my uncles, my relatives, all of them are in the square. Now, at this moment, there's more than 3,000 or 4,000 people standing in the square, and all of them swear they will never leave before he leaves.
Ali, thank you very much indeed. I'm going to ask you to get that video to us as soon as you can. I know it's very difficult for you, but we would appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. That's Ali in the town of AlJazeera saying that troops there opened fire a few hours ago on a crowd of protesters, and Ali says maybe 100 people have been killed and that they're burying them now. It is, as we heard from Ali, and we've heard from so many different people, very difficult to get pictures and information out of Libya. So it's been social networking websites that have meant that we can see what's happening in that country. And it's all been arriving at Imran Khan's web desk.
Thanks, David. Despite that crackdown you mentioned, there's a lot of material coming out of Libya. To the microblogging site Twitter next. Libyan dictator wonders what happens next. And there you go, you just see it there. People in western Libya need help. Is the army the east planning to march to the west to protect the people? And this weather report of sorts from the